From our location in Swiss Spirits Hotel in Freetown, Sierra Leone, welcome to On the Spot with Stella, the show that brings you game changers, innovators, and pace setters who share inspirational stories, cultural, educational, and lifestyle issues affecting you and society. On this show, the spotlight is on you.
As the world becomes a small global village and technology becomes even more advanced, we see an increase in the mass production of products with technology as well taking over our daily lifestyle. But how safe are they? Today, we have more foods overloaded with antibiotics, preservatives, and additives that many naturally say is one of the leading factors in the alarming increase in non-communicable diseases, more so as we live a more sedentary life. So what is a healthy lifestyle? What are the impacts of our daily habits on not just the aging process, but also our ability to live a healthy and fulfilling life? Tonight, as we discuss healthy lifestyle, a healthy eating advocate, a nurse, and a fitness coach joins me at Swiss Spirits Hotel to explain further. My first guest is Muriel Samuels, a nutritional counselor and health supporter chef. Now, she is the founder of Eat On Foods That Heal. The business is focused on educating, training, and consulting on the benefits of local and seasonal ingredients as they strive to provide healthy food products. It's great to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Now, my next two guests are two amazing sisters who have teamed up on the Healthy Lifestyle campaign and on the mission to have a healthier Sierra Leone. Cece Connor is a personal trainer and a weight loss coach with an aim to helping her clients find a balance with life and health. Also joining me is her sister, Khadija Connor, a staff nurse with a nutritional background at the Thinking Pink Breast Cancer Foundation, supporting patients through their journey in making essential lifestyle changes for speedy recovery and a healthier living. It's great to have all of you join me here on the spot.
Thank you.
So I'm going to start off with you, Muriel.
Yes.
What is really healthy lifestyle?
Healthy lifestyle. Healthy lifestyle, of course, includes what you eat, exercising, how you sleep. But then my focus is on the healthy eating part. I mean, we need the right foods in the right amounts to support our body's natural processes and just to feel good if we're sick, and especially with the current onslaught of lifestyle diseases like hypertension and diabetes. Healthy eating can just help you deal with that compromised immune system and even help prevent some of those ailments. So it's just to have a great life. Healthy eating is just essential. Of course, inclusive of exercise and all the rest of it.
All right. So now I'm going to jump over to you because you just mentioned exercise. Now, you are a personal trainer and a weight loss coach. So how does good diet, how does that impact the exercise routine, and how relevant is it when it comes to healthy lifestyle?
Well, it's really relevant because to get a right and for workout done, you have to eat healthy, and 70% of your whole lifestyle goes to eating, and then the remaining 30% is exercise. So exercise comes in to help your mobility and then improve your health, and then it also helps with the risks of cancer because it's something like you're trying to get out all of that bad acid, bad toxin out of your body. So working out plus getting the right form. So that's when you come in as a trainer to help your clients go do the right form of exercise, program everything very well. And then certain clients have their issues. That's when the health comes in. Of course, you have to know the type of clients you're dealing with as well. If they're diabetes or they have arthritis and all this, which it really does help as well. So exercise plays a great role to help heal lots of things as well, because it helps also with your sleeping, resting, and really helps the body relax. And if you notice that when your body is changed and more lighter through the weight loss process, you feel more confident with your body and you love yourself extra. So most of my clients, that's the thing, that's the goal that I can tell anybody to do with exercise. So just put the goal and achieve it. It's not about you going in a gym, being there for 20 hours or 10 hours and then saying, I sweat, I'm done, or just walk on a treadmill. There are certain types of exercise that help with certain types of things. Certain kinds of exercise for booty growing, muscle building, or weight loss. But weight loss, I could say, in Africa, we, particularly in home base, like people fail to understand that losing, like they gain weight and say, okay, this is great, like this is part of good living, which is wrong. Okay, you have to be mobility, like you have to move around with a lighter body and a lighter weight, and also helps with your brain and memory and thinking and all of that. So it goes along with that. So the exercise plays a great role as well for the fitness. But 7%, I could say, it's feeding.
Okay.
Eating the right food and a healthier way. Because if you're saying you're taking all of that chemicals in your body, it's just gonna impact up your lungs and all other stuff. So next thing you're gonna start feeling dizziness and all other stuff, which is not right. But having it the healthier way, healthy lifestyle, at the right time, like you have your pre-workout food before you start your morning time workout, and you have your afternoon food that you eat. Mostly it's based on carbs and protein. And even I can recommend everybody that should have a lighter food, because that's when you're going to sleep, and you have your 3 glasses of water.
Wonderful.
Every day.
Wonderful. Now I'm going to come over to you, Khadija. I mean, you're a nurse, and you deal with patients on a daily basis. Can you help us piece the two together? That's good diet and exercise as well, and the impact it has on our health overall.
Okay, first of all, without diet, proper eating, and exercise, most people won't live probably beyond the age 30. I have to be honest, and that's proven fact, yes. So diet and exercise plays a tremendous role. I don't know even where I should start. But first of all, talking about lots of problems that we face nowadays in this age and time: stress, depression, everybody are pressured to look in a certain figure and size, and and that would damage a lot of women, especially women psychologically, and women engaging unhealthy habits just to gain that figure and all, and not knowing what to eat and the right food to eat has a lot of physiological effect on their body. Let me break it down. We need certain foods to eat in order to produce certain amounts or release a hormone in our body in order to properly function our mind and our body. And without eating that sort of food, obviously that is lacking. And again, most importantly, a lot of illnesses such as anemia, and let's go back to a non-communicable disease. This is on an alarming rate, increasing all over the world, and Africa is not an exception. And a lot of people every day I see them are diagnosed. And the interesting part is even younger people are being diagnosed of hypertension, diabetes, and unfortunately cancer. And I deal with cancer patients every day almost, yes. I give my own health advice to them, because one thing about health is if an individual is sick, it's not only about diet and it's not only about exercise. All has to come together, and even more the psychological aspect of it as well. Okay, and so health is very important. Like one of my sisters said here, the personal trainer, you need to engage in the right form of exercise in order to achieve the desirable results in terms of girls who wants to really maintain their shapes and sizes. Okay. And also, importantly, nutrition comes in, which is key to achieving the right body shape. People assume that when I starve myself, I don't eat anything. I just drink water, or basically don't eat anything. They'll achieve health, but it's false, absolutely false. We need food, and interestingly, more food in order to maintain our body weight.
So basically, it is function. More food,
yes,
but
the right kinds of food,
that is.
So in the right amounts, right proportions, based on your body type and the context of what you're going through at the moment. So even my needs today might differ from my needs next year. Yes. And you have to stay. It's a fluid process, and so you have to stay present and stay active in paying attention to not just say, well, I did this last week and it should work, a year from now.
Okay, wonderful. Well, we're going to take a quick break, Muriel, and I'm coming back to you because I love the angle you've come from. We'll take a break and we'll be right back. Welcome back to On The Spot on AYT Television. Tonight on the show, we're talking healthy lifestyle and you. Now, coming back to you, Muriel, before we took the break, we were talking about, food. It's not about starving yourself. It's about eating the right food. You need to know what to eat at every given point in time.
Yes.
Can you kind of let us understand a little bit about that?
Yes. Diet is not about starvation. It's not about deprivation. Every person needs some combination based on their ailments of, complex carbs to give them energy, lean proteins, healthy fats like avocado and pia, and olive oil and palm oil in the right amounts, and high fiber vegetables. Just those combination of ingredients often lead to a healthier lifestyle in specific proportions. So it's just really important to also focus on things that are local, on ingredients that are local, because they tend to be fresher and higher in nutritional value, because they're at the peak of their season, and they tend to be more affordable, and they're normally harvested when they're fully mature. So you're getting the best of both worlds, all worlds, when you're eating in local, and avoiding as much processed foods as possible, including Maggi and margarine.
Okay, Maggi and margarine.
Yes,
okay.
I said that.
Now I know, because I tend to cook a little bit with. I think that I go pretty heavy when it comes to salt.
Yeah.
It's not healthy. I know that.
No, but salt is different from
somehow
Maggi.
I'm usually very heavy when it comes to salt and Maggi.
Okay. Oh,
Salt and Maggi. It is not healthy, but
fresh.
I know. Like recently, I've been really watching that, because this is part of contributing factors or triggers for high blood pressure, hypertension,
all these lifestyle diseases.
Exactly. So personally, I have started making a conscious effort about the little things, basically the little things. So I'm going to come over to you now, Cece. Now, can you really explain to us? I remember you said that a lot of illnesses or ailments can actually be kind of tackled by doing certain kinds of exercise. But can you take us through really on the impact in itself, exercise, on health?
Well, the impact that it builds in, for example, like if you don't exercise and get that toxin out of your body, your sleeping goes bad. You could sleep like lesser or not even comfortable. Some people sleep and wake up and the next thing they know is they have headaches and all this stuff because they didn't bring out all of those bad toxins that in them. And then the movements that you have, like you feel joints pains and all of that because you're not greasing it enough to work out, and it builds up your life and all other organs because they need to be moving. Muscles are immovable, like they're not being moved and they're not being touched. So this is why they're weakened. Before you know it, when you're some people wakes up and stands up and just feel like that muscle.
Now, not to cut you off, is there a direct link between, when you are right now, whatever the age you are right now, and you have an active life, is there a direct link with when you get a bit older and you start having, symptoms like arthritis and, some muscle pains and, as you age, there's certain ailments that are usually associated with aging?
Yes, definitely. Mostly women as well. It really feels it goes along with the reproduction system as well. So before you know it, that's when they reach their menopause, and just 30. Nowadays, if you check the research, women are reaching their menopause at the age of 35 to 34.
Wow.
Yes.
That early.
Wow.
It's quite unfortunate, really. Yeah, it's true.
Any idea why? Do you think there's a relation with our lifestyle?
Well,
they're not walking enough.
Well, yeah, they're not exercising enough, and again, their diet. A lot of women nowadays, especially in our time and age right now, we rely more on processed food. We want fast food, high cholesterol, high calories food, high salty food you mentioned, and again, we shouldn't forget sugar. Sugar is actually the main cause of overweight, obesity. People think it's carbs or fat. Actually, sugar is, and there's a lot of
contributing candies, infection, and all that stuff.
Yes. It kind of disrupts the human hormonal systems, right? Okay, and actually with sugar, exactly.
So that's what causes all diseases.
Yeah.
I want to zero in on the sedentary lifestyle because we see now, like I mentioned in my intro, technology is advancing. We see now, literally, our lives are becoming a lot easier. There's so many things we don't need to do anymore. mean, take for example, there's the car. I mean, if you go to the Western world, you don't even need to turn the tap. You don't need to open the door.
No.
You don't need to switch the light on. Everything is all censored, and everything, technology is basically doing a lot of things for us. And even some people, even when you come back to Africa, when you have money, you don't want to do anything. You even have to hire someone to probably even unlace your shoes.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say. You know someone who just
and I got that from you.
I
heard that one from you.
And the person takes it off. Thanks, Curtis. He told me that.
But the point is, they don't know that they're doing themselves more harm than good.
Yeah.
And the only thing that I would suggest for people as well is like they take exercise as it's a long period of time, and then, oh my God, I can't fit in gym into my schedule because I need 2 hours, I need 3 hours, which is wrong. But you don't have to go to the gym and do 20 hours or 5 hours or 3 hours. As long as your training is effective, 1 hour effective training is perfect. 5-minute effective training is perfect. 30 minutes, anytime, as long as your training is effective. You can even do a perfect training at your desk. You don't need to go anywhere to the gym. So just put up a plan. You could do a 1-minute plank. That could build up a lot of effective training.
It's real.
It's like
I'm like sweating.
Yes. So just have a cup having
your
an orange.
muscles.
Orange is kind of like, it has a natural antioxidant.
Antioxidants.
So drink that. You can just have that cup, 1 cup, and wait 5-4 minutes, and the next thing you do is a plank.
Yeah.
And a plank is one of the effective exercises.
And you hear what she said. You need the fuel to be able to do it properly, because I know there have been times people exercise and then they're not getting the results they want. They're not getting the right kinds of foods for their body. So whatever program that you embark upon,
you know why I'm
adjust your
laughing.
diet.
You know what? I know someone I'm not gonna mention.
It's okay.
They go hard on the exercise, and the next minute they're like, okay, I'm having sweet, I'm having chocolate, and I'm thinking,
that can still
girl,
you can still
do
have
that.
what you want.
You can
But
do that.
the best thing that I could advise you is after
everything has to be in
exercising-
moderation.
It depends on your goals, though.
It depends on your goals. So if you're trying to lose your belly fats after exercise, have your fibers. Digestion.
Okay.
Like have a clean
I
digestion.
will halt you on that one before we jump over to Khadija, but you are watching On the Spot. Coming up next, we'll see how 70-year-old Annette made changes, and today looks not a day older than 30 years. In our video of the week, we'll be back.
And here we have some ginger.
Annette Larkins shows off her garden in her Miami-Dade County backyard. It's full of fruits and vegetables. Every corner of her garden has something that is edible.
And I've been eating them, and they're so good.
She also collects rainwater to drink and water her plants. Annette says the food in her garden is her fountain of youth.
I'm very vibrant. I have lots of energy, as I told you before. I'm up at no later than 5:30 in the morning as a rule, and I'm ready to go.
Annette's husband owned a meat store in the 1960s. That's when she became a vegetarian. But as the years went by, she became a raw vegan. She does not eat any animal products. Her food is unprocessed and uncooked.
My diet consists of fruits, nuts, vegetables, and seeds. I do a lot of sprouting of seeds, and as you can see from my garden, of course, these are the raw foods that I eat.
Annette also juices fruits and veggies. You name it, she can juice it. Grapefruits, pineapples, even spinach. But not everyone in the Larkins family eats and drinks this way. Annette's husband of almost 54 years chose to continue to eat the way he did when they were first married.
I really wish I would have did what she's done.
Amos Larkin says people even wonder if Annette is his wife.
They'll ask me, what am I doing with that young girl? Or they'll say, you got your granddaughter with you, and things like that,
Amos takes prescription medicines daily for high blood pressure and diabetes. Annette says she doesn't even take an aspirin. Because friends and strangers kept asking her questions about her health and youthful appearance, she decided to publish 2 Journey to Health booklets, and she produced the DVD 12 years ago.
Discovery Channel, they took sections of the booklet and translated them into Spanish, which, by the way, is my second language.
So how old is this size 4 beauty? Annette just turned 70 years old.
This one lady who is my age, she said, was telling her friend that I used to tell them about eating and they wouldn't listen. And her reply was to that, or her response to that was, look at her now and look at us.
She's an amazing person, though. Oh man, I mean, really, she do everything. I mean, build computers. Oh, she's make all her own clothes, grow her own food, speak 3 languages. You know, it's amazing.
Welcome back. Of course, we are still on the spot and we're talking healthy lifestyle. Now, Khadija, before we went on the break, I said I was going to come over to you, but quickly, based on the video we just watched, I think we need to come over to Muriel because this speaks about you, healthy eating, and above all, eating natural, local foods.
Yes. Fresh foods. I mean, the video clearly demonstrates the effects of focusing on non-processed, organic, as fresh as possible foods. You see how young she looks, like his, I don't even know what to say, but it's like a very stark difference. And we are very lucky. We live in Sierra Leone because we have such a great abundance, maybe not diverse fruits and vegetables, but we have a great abundance of really high quality fruits and vegetables. And we need to consistently take advantage of that. And by even having little gardens, whenever possible, because our foods tend to be mostly organic, free of these antibiotics and pesticides and herbicides that are toxic to our system. So, we have the opportunity, we have the access, we just have to make use of it. And it's not difficult, it's just in little amounts, adding more fresh fruits and vegetables consistently to your diet makes a huge amount of difference. And cutting back on anything processed.
I was just about to come to that because we see now with the cultural appropriation where we have an influx of processed canned foods. We see here now that a lot of us in Sierra Leone would rather have imported foods as opposed to having local foods, because probably we think it makes us probably fit in, or maybe it means that we have better life or standards, whatever the case may be. I mean, I've heard people who tell you that I don't eat the local rice, and for me, that's the best.
It's a higher quality, more nutritious. It's tested. It's proven that it's higher quality. We have people who would go to a supermarket and buy a canned pineapple juice versus eating an actual pineapple, and it's more expensive. And so there's this complex that so many people have, and this belief system that everything from elsewhere is better. And we really need to start appreciating our local goods because they're nutritionally superior. Oftentimes they're more delicious, and at the end of the day they're more affordable. And so it makes no sense on any level because you're doing everything great for yourself by focusing on our local seasonal produce. It's so often you see people tell you it's so difficult to find fresh foods. But we have it all around us, and they have massive gardens, and they're not necessarily using them. And so it really is partially a cultural thing. But I think it's changing. We're seeing a change, even with the amount of people that you've said go to the gym and all of that.
Most
and
of
just
my
people
clients
that come to
in
me
and say, I want to build weight. I want to build my body and gain weight. And I'm like, okay, the easiest way you can build your weight, you need protein. Oh, where should I get it? Which farm? Which supermarket? And I'm like, no, it's in your background. You don't need to go to the supermarket.
You have an ocean.
I keep in touch with my grandma for her chickens. I need her chickens. I keep in touch with her.
The local chickens.
Yes,
yeah,
that's
exactly.
where I get my proteins.
So delicious.
And it's really fresh proteins that I get a chicken breast. And I always buy how to make a very great protein that you can build body. It's more effective. You have your banana, granite, a natural one, not the one that you buy in the market.
And local one.
Local one that really, that they grind it up from the market, and then you mix it up with just a little bit of coconut water and blend it. That's the best way you can build butts, body.
I will have to jump in there and say I really prefer cashews because a lot of
cashew comes in as a snack, which is great. Healthy fats.
I'll finish. I prefer cashews just because it's while it has significant good enough protein and sometimes you don't get all you need so you have to sometimes combine. But there are aflatoxins. There are toxins in and peanuts, and so sometimes we call them the inferior nut, because once they harvest them, it's easy, if it's not done properly, for mold to grow. And so you have to be really mindful, because then that affects how your body absorbs nutrition, and you don't want to take toxins into your system. So I'm very mindful when I recommend certain things, especially with peanuts. I try to steer as much away, unless I go harvest it myself, or the person processing it, and that they kind of take care of it. So there are certain products, so you have to just be mindful of not just the food and the end result, but also the processing. However minimal it may affect the outcome and the final nutritional content.
So I think from this, it's just simple. Go local.
Yes.
Absolutely.
If it grows on the ground, it's probably better for
yes.
you.
Yeah.
And it's like if it's in the ocean,
think everyone
it's
as well should have a garden.
Oh yes,
everyone should have a garden.
Now, if they can, or just get access, or have a relationship with farmers, or so support our local farmers, because that's part of what's happening.
Farmers market. I know they do every now and then.
Salon Fresh, is it?
I think it's farmers.
It's a farmers market. It's
fresh farmers market.
Okay, normally at in a Family Kingdom, now Atlantic. Used to be an American Embassy, but I think because of the cleaning, we've changed that. But it's something that a SOBA program started, and it's continued on. And we also have in there, we have processed goods as well. So you'll find a lot of local processed. We push on that. Locally processed. It's about local honey. It's about local shoes, local everything. We're trying to just promote our local creations, because we have to be able to take care of ourselves, and the first step is being able to feed ourselves.
Okay. All right. So Khadija, I'm going to jump over to you, but again, we're going to have to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. From our set location at Sweet Spirits Hotel, you are watching On the Spot on AYV Television. Tonight, my guests are Muriel Samuels, Khadija, and Cece Conan. Now, before the break, I did say we're going to come over to you, and I still want us to hammer home the impact of our daily lifestyle, the habits that we have, the good and the bad, the impact it has on our health. Because you're a medical person, and you deal literally every day with sick people who are recovering, people who are probably just being health conscious and just want to stay healthy.
Oh yes, it's true about it that there's a saying that what you eat is what you are, and obviously you eat healthy, you become healthy. You eat unhealthy, you stay unhealthy. So all the time I'm making my life mission to really advise people, because I have seen the result actually. But back in the past, I used to eat unhealthy food, because I'm not aware of a lot of this, of the impact of it. And now that I have educated myself, thanks to my medical background, I realized that health is very, very important, and especially the locally made and fresh fruits and vegetables. We in Sierra Leone here, we have a habit of eating more of processed food and all that. And in life, we have, everyone has a biological clock, right? And it's innovates that you will age as you grow, right? But again, what we eat and our lifestyle, the healthy lifestyle, can definitely slow down that aging process, as the video has talked about. So the foods that we eat, unhealthy habits, most of it like smoking and drinking alcohol, has basically no benefit in our life whatsoever. Not. It actually keeps up this addiction. A lot of people are having now, we're even seeing it in young people, and it's really unfortunate, because what we do right now in our young age would definitely 100% affect us later life. So I tell people, eat healthy, stop eating a lot of sugar food, stop eating a lot of salt, because right now diabetes and hypertension is on the rise, and even amongst the young age. I tell them that you're 40 years old or 50 years old will thank you, trust me. And the video is evidence, and I'm seeing it's true. And obviously I want to have the beautiful skin like that young lady too, yes. And like I said, a lot of food that we eat, most people are the cause of their illnesses. Some of them not knowingly, some of them knowingly, unfortunately. And so it's very important to go in hand with exercise and nutrition, just as you mentioned, eating the right food at the right amount. Again, depending on the kind of person, because in gender, again, male and female have different requirements in nutrition, as well as exercise too, yes. So it's very important to understand what is healthy for you, because just because you see an apple in a supermarket doesn't necessarily maybe means it's healthy. It has all this wax and chemicals add onto it, and in fact how it's even harvested or even processed is another question. So it's very important we focus on our food and our environment, our local food, eat more of it, and eat less of salt and high fatty food. Again, a lot of people feel that when you eat chicken from like KFC or in this case CFC, it's very healthy, it's good. I just look at them, I'm like, you know what? Your 40-year-old will suckers in
I think to add to what you've just said, I mean, for me personally, I do less imported food, simply because, you know, when you have to import a food, you have to extend the shelf life.
Absolutely.
And for you to extend the shelf life, you've got to add so many things.
And you have to like harvest it immaturely.
Exactly.
Because it takes time for it to then ripen.
prepared.
Otherwise, it's like you're losing money. You know, so you have to wait until it's not properly ripened, and then you harvest it, and it's not at the peak of its nutritional and flavor potency.
And it lessen your exercise movement as well. That's when it comes in. So if you have a garden in the background, in your backyard, you're already moving, working out, like doing all that squats, coming up and down, and like, you know, you're like lifting up your bucket of water to like garden it, and that is an exercise.
Yes, I know of somebody who's never actually stepped foot in a gym, but if you look at her body, oh my God, you're like, you are working out every day in the gym. Simply she engages in household activities, and she does a lot of walking. Walking is one of the simplest and cheapest exercise anybody can engage in,
and
for all ages.
Because you're going somewhere to go do something.
Exactly.
I wanted to just mention something quickly. What you know our work does is with the right kinds of food, eating high quality foods and exercising, it creates an inhospitable environment for cancerous cells to go, because we all have cancer cells in our bodies.
Yes.
In little amounts.
Everybody's
it's just about
at risk.
like whether or not your immune system can allow it to flourish. So I think what we do directly feeds into what she does on a daily basis.
An area of nutrition, vegetables and fruits are one of the best food for one to eat. Lots of all this nutrition that actually
your body, removes the acid.
Exactly, because
it's really a chain, because like if a client comes up to me, the first thing I'll tell you, well, I can't diagnose you very well since I'm not a real nutrition. I send them up to the doctor like a nurse, and then she tests and say, okay, you have a risk of getting a cancer, or you have a risk of this, that. Send her back to me, and then I say, okay, this is the type of exercise you have to do. Then I send her back to her, and then she gets to tell you, okay, this is the kind of food you eat that would prevent. So it's a three-way chain.
So everything actually gets connected. Now, as we're talking about, carrying water, doing the planks, we caught up with Cece, and we actually asked her to show us, what are the things we can do at home. Little bits of exercise, and she was very magnanimous enough to show us. So let's take a look.
So welcome to Car Fitness, and I've told you about the weight loss and the whole thing. So my first go-to for weight loss and everything, the first thing you should do is a warm up on the treadmill. So after the treadmill, your first class is going to be spinning. So this is it's going to be a simple and a little bit of tricks of spinning right now, okay? So Eugenia, let us know how to move it, okay? So this is for my homies right now. So this is a workout that you can do at home, right in the morning or in the afternoon, or the best time that you can work out is 8 o'clock, 8:30. So I'm going to give you basic steps that you can do, okay? So your first move is going to be a jumping jack, warm up, Just 10 seconds and you can do it. 20 seconds, 30 seconds, just get your timers on, okay? So when you're done now, you can just hold on to tricep workout. Holding on and squat just a little bit. It works your hamstring and down over there your tricep. I'm gonna give a little bit workout for the butt, the J-Lo's and the Nicki Minaj, and of course a great workout for my girl Stella right now. So this is a really good workout that you can do to work on your inner thighs, okay? So grab your cushion up and make sure you're wide open. Slide down, raise it up. Perfect, working your inner thighs. And then to work more on the hamstring and open, you have to do a great lunges. So you're gonna go up. Make sure you use your body weight. So this is reverse lunges, okay? After reverse lunges, you can do forward lunges, going down and up. Make sure your form is really right. And another workout that I can give Stella, it's really good. Works on your outer thighs, okay? So squat, kick, do 5 this legs, 5 this legs on, and then you can go another one, squat, kick out, and kick in, okay? So this is for my workout for everybody home, so just a little bit of workout on CCPC, so thank you.
Well, there's still more to come from my amazing guest after this break, but remember to follow On The Spot on social media and continue to watch AYV television. This is On The Spot with me, Salvan. We are continuing the conversation, healthy lifestyle and you. Now, of course, we've watched Cece show us a little bit of the things we can do at home.
That's the right exercise that you could do. So it's like I designed a 5-minute exercise, an exercise that you could do in a gym and certain classes that goes on in Core Fitness where I work, okay? So you got body pump, you got boot camps, and you got spinning as well, which are those type of exercises that you can bring in to in trying to like weight loss or mobility or like keep just a healthy lifestyle. So not necessarily you have to do 5 hours or 3 hours, 1 hour is enough. 30 minutes of this, 30 minutes of that, and just a little bit of that. And home exercises should, in case you're like, because it's a consistency thing, okay? So like, if you can't make it to the gym, these are the little exercises that I outlined. You could just grab a pillow or on your bed, you could just jump, doing just a little bit of jump on the bed, and then the next thing is a jumping jack. And then when you're done, then you have your bottles that you can fill up with water, the little 2-6 water.
I think it's also important to mention that you need to pace yourself. I mean, I know from experience, I wanted to be little Miss Beyonce, Miss Kim Kardashian, and Kaylee. It's I think that's her name.
Yeah.
You know, with all the, because you know them, they are very big when it comes to exercise. And I just decided, okay, I'm gonna go. You know what, fitness, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it like Cece. If Cece could do it, I can do it. Okay. And you know, I just decided, okay, at home, I probably take like 30 minutes, I put the music on, and I just do some, you know, bits of
That's a great motivation. Well,
but I think I pushed myself a little bit too hard, given that I was just starting. And I think I kind of strained a muscle.
Well, because you didn't
and nearly passed out.
So that's the
nearly passed out.
That's the mistake that people do. They just come up and go like, okay, I'm ready up to these classes. So our classes that we design, mostly, we start up with a warm-up, a 5 minutes warm-up or a 2 minutes warm-up. But it has to be a dynamic warm-up. That is if you have a long gap of not being trained and the muscles are just dead down there. Like, because if the muscles are dead and sleeping and then you active them, the next thing you're going to go, like, what am I supposed to do? So the next thing you know, you're straining your muscles.
And you're tearing them as
well.
well. Which is
so
painful.
It's painful and it takes time to recover.
Tell that to everybody but me. Because it is horrible.
The best thing of exercise is 3 stages, okay? So you have the strength, you have the muscles, and the duration. So the best thing, which people say that strength, muscle, duration, but I would like to put strength, duration, muscles. So strength is where you build your form and the right way to because not everybody can do a push-up, a complete 10 push-up, or even, can you believe people can't even do 2?
Yeah, I mean, we're trying.
So
probably. I think I probably can go up to 3.
Okay. Trust me.
Yeah, I can get up to 3. No.
Build up your strength first. Build up the strength, the right form, and then you go to your durational level, like speeding and seeing how long you can take on that spread to reach up to your muscle building now and getting your tone and form and everything. That's the
last
right
stage.
pace that it goes.
Yes.
It's last stage. And the final results, the production comes out. There you go. You have your Beyonce and your Kim Kardashian.
Oh, I know. I love that.
Or you have your Zaynab Sharif. Trust me.
I love that already.
Definitely.
But we're rounding up in a little bit. But before we do that, we're going to take a quick last minute break. And then we'll be back. And then we'll be getting 3 things that you guys or you ladies would love to leave with us. We'll take a break and we'll be back. Welcome. If you're just joining me, well, I'm wondering where you've been all night because you have missed quite a lot. You've missed Cece doing the plank. You've missed Khadija showing us how a healthy life impacts our health. And of course, you've missed Muriel telling us, the importance of why we need to eat fresh, healthy salon food.
Yes,
salon food. So now as we round up, ladies, I'm going to have to ask that you give us, or you leave us with 3 powerful tips that... Okay, so we'll start with you, Muriel, from the Love Garden.
Okay, obviously, fresh. If it grows on the ground, it's probably going to be better for you than if it is processed. So focus on fresh, healthy foods, local foods, support our local farmers. The food's better for you. I mean, how can you go wrong? It's the food's more nutritious. It's fresh. It's more affordable.
It's tastier.
It's more delicious. So, and you're supporting local farmers, and the money comes back into our communities to help build and develop our communities. So that is a no-brainer. So eat local. Buy the pineapple instead of getting the canned pineapple juice. We also suggest you drink lots of water to help your detox organs do their job, because they're constantly working for you. So just do what you can to support them. Try to get lots of sleep and focus on, she's going to talk about exercise, but just focus on as much healthy eating as possible. Try to listen to what your body is saying. If you feel fatigued, understand that your body is trying to tell you something, and it takes care of you all day, all year. So the least you could do is support it in helping you, because you understand that once your health is gone, that's it. Because most clients come when they have some massive health problem, even though doctors normally tell them to come way before then.
Amazing.
And so all of these lifestyle diseases can be avoided, and even the ones that are not lifestyle diseases can also be minimized. We can work on compromised immune systems through our food. So it's really important. And you focus on healthy eating.
Healthy eating. Over to you, Cece.
I can say it's better now than later. And then your 1% better is better than 0.
Yes.
So hit it at the gym or at home, a bed, or at your office, or better you're working in restaurants or anything. So it's better that you do your best than doing nothing, saying, "Oh, I'm gonna wait for tomorrow. I can."
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what time is it, as long as you put your effort in it. No matter if it's right or it's not right, as long as you move that body and then
you
get
expend some energy.
Yes, or better yet, play music, dance it. My best music is Beyonce's song, so I play it on and just move my body. So it's yes, because she is more of and Michael's my thing. Trust me. So it's better you grow 1% better every day till you sum up to that 10% and then see your results and not even a fast process. People tend to get things faster, but no, it's better slow.
Start slow and then you build it up.
Good. So don't go
Wonderful.
that fast and everything. People just boycott and starve themselves and everything. Yeah, so
there are no quick fixes. There are no quick fixes.
No, there is no
All right.
shortcuts in heaven.
You got to put in the work. Okay.
All right.
My quote goes is Tawa makes you human. So
Tawa makes. I love that. Tawa makes you human. All right, Khadija.
I like that anyway. Okay, so I will definitely preach what I practice. So every morning, the tip I want to leave you with is every morning, drink a cup of warm water with a lime squeeze in it and 1 tablespoon honey. I mean, that can make amazing things to your body. It detox your body. First thing in the morning, drinking on empty stomach, by the way. First thing in the morning, it detoxes your body, it alkalizes your body. And having an alkalized body actually prevents cancer, which is so dangerous right nowadays. And everybody's terrified of this disease, okay? And the second is always go to the doctor. Go to the doctor and get a checkup, okay? And even if you're not sick, just go for that wellness checkup. And EcoMed here in Sierra Leone is offering a wellness checkup package at a reduced cost. So please take that opportunity and advantage. Not only that, also go for screening, example, breast or any part of your body, in fact, your whole body, because you need to keep your body in check. Sometimes your body can go crazy, so you need to keep it in check. And last but not the least, your psychological health, your mental health is very important. You can eat all the healthy food, you can exercise much, but up here, if you're not settled, the whole body is still messed up. It will keep on messing up. So try and de-stress, try and meditate. Prayer is one. And
The beach.
Walking on the beach.
Take a beach.
Walking down the beach is very terrific.
Yoga.
I do that every night, and it's good that people jog along the beach. It's great because you're exercising, and nature has the powerful effect of calming you and distressing you.
And as we come our way out of the show tonight, I just want to say thank you so much. You guys, you ladies have made the show amazing tonight. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Thank you so much, ladies. It's been amazing having you here on the spot. And I hope to have you all back in here at some point in time, probably, doing some live,
We're always ready.
practical, whatever the case may be. But before I go, here are my final words. In my final words, the effects of making that important positive lifestyle changes today, such as eating right, exercising, and reducing your stress level, can greatly improve the strength of your immune system and reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, hypertension, and several types of cancer, amongst other diseases. It is believed that the alarming spike in cancer cases and many non-communicable diseases can be directly linked, along with other triggers, to what we consume, such as foods with high chemicals, preservatives, and additives. So ditch the unhealthy imported, processed, and refined foods and eat local for a healthier, beautiful you. With a healthy lifestyle, you can prevent, reverse, and reduce many medical conditions. Remember that you are what you eat, so keep it healthy. Thanks for watching. I'll be back next week, but do connect with us on the spot by joining our online community on Facebook, where tonight's show continues, and you can have your say on the discussion. Remember to follow us as well on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. And while you're at it, drop on over to our beautiful set location, Sweet Spirits Hotel, for the amazing Swiss Sunday brunch every Sunday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Watch out for a repeat later in the week. Until next week, stay fabulous.